Hello, hello, Remo here. We are back out in Expeditions. Just going for a quick run along the river, a bunch of new area I've worked on, and we're going to go for a quick rip through that nice new crawling area you saw in the opening of the video. Truck of choice today is the Step K10, which is put together by Big Dubs. It's actually a vehicle I've enjoyed in this game, although I haven't put a lot of hours in. Speaking of not a lot of hours put in Expeditions, I was just looking at Mod.io yesterday, and there actually hasn't been a new mod put up for Expeditions in 31 days. Kinda surprised about that. I don't know what to say about this game. It definitely doesn't seem to hit the same spot as Snowrunner, and I mean, as a creator, I totally get it. You can build beautiful worlds in this game, but the mission system in that, I'm just not totally feeling it. I know right now from what I've seen is it doesn't appear that if you add any missions in, you're going to get approved on consoles. I don't think the Islands is on many consoles, but I saw Beaver Creek, I believe, is passed through everything. So I think for right now, basically gonna make this a free roam map in the meantime. Just wondering, I know we haven't had any new stuff on Expeditions for a while mod wise. Are we interested in doing an early release on this map, and I'll just kind of build away, let y'all play on some of these areas? Would be something I'd definitely be into, just to give a bit of new content. I didn't realize the modding scene had flatlined the way it has, so I'm glad I'm putting something out for this. You can see right here I've spent a couple of days working through this little area. It's a great big valley, crevasse. Gets pretty tight in the middle, and I'll be honest with you, the most narrow spot you'll see we can just barely fit through. I made it that way the first time just by pure luck. We're leaning a little bit. I think we better back out of this one and go around the other way. Now, I tried to not scale the crawling rocks, the areas that we're really going to interact with. I tried to keep them fairly small so the traction isn't too bad. Again, Expeditions is better than Snowrunner for rock traction, but it's still not ideal, what you would hope for, I guess. I noticed that there is quite a variance in how some vehicles crawl compared to others over the rocks, and this one's a pretty reasonable truck. I don't know if it's fixed, but I know at one point the tire inflation thing did not work properly for mod vehicles, and it didn't actually really increase your traction, or maybe the modders couldn't figure out exactly how they were doing it. Doesn't seem to make a huge difference from the couple trucks. I took Lime's K30 through here too. Might throw a couple of the clips into a short together for it. But in general, I haven't tried a vanilla truck through here yet, but I know some of those tires are a little bit better grip. So, I don't know, I've left this, so you should be able to get through with most decent off-road vehicles. There's a lot of different areas to run through here too. You can choose more challenging routes. There's some shelves so you can go up around. You can see way off in the distance there was actually a bridge that was going to be part of a mission that you could build in there for a shortcut so you don't have to go all the way around. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to bother trying to put any missions in right away. I'd rather see some new content get out to everyone, and if it hasn't come far enough along that the mission system's compatible with all consoles, I'd rather keep it available for everyone, just to at least go out and do some fun cruising. I'm going to stick a bunch of campsites and stuff like that in here. Again, we have so few models for this game that I can't really build a town or any of that kind of stuff like Snowrunner. I've had people ask if I can bring maps across between the two different games, and currently it's not compatible. Like, I couldn't bring this map into Snowrunner. The rock models I'm using in this game aren't available in Snowrunner, and so far I haven't even been able to bring over a height map so I could recreate a map somewhat. Just doesn't seem to load in properly, so hopefully at some point I can start crossing different maps between the games, but we're gonna have to wait till the devs do some work on it, which I don't think is gonna happen really too soon. We'll see how this map goes. Most likely I'll whip back to Snowrunner after this mod map. Probably, my thoughts were maybe doing a second Death Roads map with a little different feel. So I don't know what you think about that, let me know. As far as this map, I'm really just, I don't know, 25-30% through the build at this point. Some of these spots are taking a little bit longer. I am really focusing on making this as realistic as possible, this little adventure. A lot of work on the rivers and the way the water flows. I've even been spending time spreading the flow around rocks and stuff, and hopefully you'll notice the little things that just give it that much more realistic feel than some maps look. You can definitely, these are the parts where the traction is a little bit frustrating. I have hidden some, I guess, fallen logs and stuff there behind the rock models, so there should be the odd place you can winch to, but it is a pretty unforgiving spot. This is only my second time through it. Like I said, I've been through this trail once with the K30, and now we're taking this thing through. It wasn't too bad with Lime's truck. It has pretty good rock traction. This one's probably a touch better. Nope, that didn't happen the first time. I guess I'm going to test my winch spots here, and now we're right dead. I thought this would be kind of a neat little crawling area to go through, and there aren't really many places I've seen in any of the maps like this. Maybe I'll have to bring something like this over into Snowrunner after, if everyone's enjoys the runs through it. It is a lot of rock placing. See, there's a hidden winch point. They're not everywhere, but there are spots, so you're not totally stuck. You have a little rollover like that. Maybe we'll take this one a little bit wider now. And this narrow spot was what I was talking about. You can just fit the truck through with this little lip that you have to go up and over here. And this was my first try to make it that narrow. I'm gonna leave it like that. Can't bring anything too big through. And here we are out the other end. You can see this is an area I haven't really done a whole lot to. Kind of hopping around back and forth between different areas. Working away at things and kind of getting a feel for what I want the world to look like. So overall, really happy with the way this one's turned out. And let me know if you want me to release this thing anytime, really. There's enough that you can play around. Some crawling trails, there isn't much, but you know me, I'll keep throwing out content into it weekly or so. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy what you see, and let's make Expeditions a little bit better game, hopefully, with this sucker.